Hey, it's Iconic, back with another Diablo Immortal video. I asked you guys what class I should swap to, and you guys responded in the comments, so we're going to take a look and see what you guys chose for me. Alright, so I asked the people, between Monk and Wizard, what class should I swap to? And you know what? The people responded. The people voted, and the people chose. We had 3 votes for Wizard, and we had 2 votes for Monk. So we're going to be class swapping over to the Wizard. However, before we swap over, really quick, if you guys haven't class swapped before, a couple of things you want to make sure that you do. Make sure you swap into your charm if you've swapped to this class before and you already have a charm built out. I have an okay one for Wizard, but I didn't want my Demon Hunter one on there, obviously, so we swapped that out. I went ahead and identified all of my equipment that I had, and we're going to want to put our highest CR gear on, or the best gear that we want to swap to in terms of the reservist gear that you get when you swap classes. So in my case, with this new gear too, you have to be diligent at looking at what all the stats are. So in this case, this is actually higher CR than my current piece, and it actually has higher secondary stats for vitality and willpower. We're actually going to take this as I'm trying to increase my potency as we swap to Wizard, so we're going to put this one on. And then we do have some green arrows on this one. And this will get me back that fortitude that I just lost. And then for these 2 pieces, even though we have triple stats and they're both a little bit higher combat rating, we're actually going to swap out to the higher secondary stat items here. I actually prefer that, and with swapping to Wizard here, I want to make sure I have a couple of things as high as I can get them. So that did help out. I mean, this is going to change when I swap, but I want my potency up for Wizard, just with some of the builds that I ran before. I'd like that number to be a little bit higher, but I don't want to lose out on too much armor pen. And then my resistance was actually in the 1500, so pretty good change out here. And then the other things we're going to look at really quick are going to be our set items. So for my feet, this is the one area where I need a much better set item. However, I don't want to give up my 3 normal gem sockets that I have. I have all rank 6 gems, and I don't want to lose out on rank 6 armor pin. And then I think the belt we're actually going to leave on both of these, just same as before. Right now, I don't want the lower attributes that are going to come from the triple stat versus the double stat. So I think the only thing we're going to swap out here is this ring. And wouldn't you look at that, we've got a rank 6 tourmaline. I've been waiting actually to get a red socket here. Almost a 17k damage. We also need, we'll be working on this on the Wizard, but we need a triple gem socket neck piece and a triple gem socket hands piece. All right, and I think we are ready to do it. Wizard, here we come. All right, we've already done this before, obviously, so we don't have to set up the character. And you know, my man with the blonde dreads, gotta do it. So one thing here that we're gonna immediately be doing is reallocating our Paragon points, as it's been a little bit since we swapped over to Wizard. And we're probably just going to reset them all. I definitely want to try out this Weaver Paragon tree with Wizard, so we're going to be putting some points in here. When you switch classes, unfortunately, the set pieces don't transfer over. You get a reservist piece, so you don't lose the combat rating and you don't lose the stats. However, you're not getting any sort of a set bonus from these pieces. So we'll be grinding out with that. I'm probably going to get rid of, I think, all of my Demon Hunter sets and see if we can craft with some wisps. Craft with some of those wisps. Fabled wisps. Fabled wisp. Oh, and you know we gotta change the cosmetic. Oh, I forgot I have so many for wizard. I don't have anywhere close to this for the demon hunter. Oh, with those wings. We got the sacred wilds though too. I hate the headpiece on this one. They got you looking like a deer out here. Look at these ants. Bigger than a deer. I don't even, what would that be? Somebody tell me. I'm not a hunter. What animal has this many horns on it? All right, we're all set. Something I noticed real quick, a little tidbit, you can look at the Nimbus cosmetic in here now. So these look really nice actually. All right, I like the way that looks. Back in it with the wizard. Now let's see, what essences do we have? I'm probably just gonna do a build that I've already done, but now I actually have more slots. So experiment with that real quick. And then I do want to take a look at what essences I'm actually missing. So we have ice crystal duration increased by 39%. Disintegrate now creates an illusion that channels a beam of pure energy in the targeted direction. Disintegrate damage increased by 18%. Nice. Oh, so you could have, wow, our wizard's getting some nice stuff. There's some fun builds I think we can play around with already. Ice crystal now protects you inside of a block of ice, making you invulnerable. I've seen people doing this in Battleground, and it's just like, what are they doing? They're inside of a block of ice, but you can't hit them while they're in it. So this might be useful. We might have to play around with it. We are missing actually this one. Whenever Arcane Torrent hits an enemy 4 times, they will take an additional burst of 4,865 damage. Damage increased by 90%. Yeah, for that Arcane Torrent build, you definitely want these pants, I think. Meteor now calls down a meteor shower that follows you, damaging and burning enemies, but it no longer stuns. That could be interesting. Nick of Time, slow time radius increased by 29%. And Bluster Bauble, ice armor now conjures a violent storm around you, dealing damage to nearby enemies, but no longer absorbs damage. We'll have to see what that is. Yeah, we might have some pretty cool battle mage stuff we can do now. Let's take a look at the build. So this is just kind of an old, reliable, running around overworld build. Just want to test it out with the new main hand and offhand. So we have Scorch now hurls a ball of magma that bursts when it strikes the enemy. We have Lightning Nova now hurls balls of burning fire. Meteor damage increased by 19%. Meteor now continually damages enemies in an area but no longer stuns. Lightning Nova also increases your primary attack speed by 30% for 4.8 seconds. Allies struck by Lightning Nova gain 30% increased movement speed. Magic Missile damage increased by 38%. Magic Missile fires 2 additional missiles, each dealing 2,673 damage. Damage increased by 90%. And then just in case, we're going to go gamble really quick and see if maybe we get any new essences. We do have plenty of gold right now. Come on. This always happens when I swap a class. The very first day, they never want to give me not one legendary. I swear. Okay, I haven't even bought anything from this guy in a while. Just been stacking my gold. I would buy some more, but I want to keep my gold for Blood Knight. I'm going to do a lot of gambling when I switch to that. I wish you could just reset individual Paragon trees, but we're going to reset everything here and try to get all the damage and life nodes, and then kind of go back and fill out what trees I want to. Typically, I like to have Treasure Hunter maxed out, Vanquisher maxed out, Gladiator, Massacre, and Duelist. And now I want to try out Weaver too as well. So let's reset everything. We're going to get what we need from Weaver and then see what we have left. All right, so this is what your Paragon allocation should look like after you have all the damage and life nodes. And I'm at 828 Paragon, so I have 189 points to play around with to fill in the rest of my board here. All right, so after redoing the Paragon points, looks like this. We have Treasure Hunter fully maxed out, Gladiator almost maxed out, Massacre maxed out, Duelist almost maxed out, and Weaver maxed out. And we're gonna play around a bit with Weaver and bring you guys some content on that. All right, and we can craft 3 pieces for our wizard here. And I want to try out the new set, but first I want to go with my old reliable here, which I think is going to be 2-piece Vithus. For this build, I was previously using 4-piece Banquet, and I may end up doing 2, 2, and 2 here. 2 Vithus, 2 Banquet, 2 of the new set. We shall see, but I can only craft 3 pieces, and I know for sure I always need the Vithus, so we'll go ahead and do that for this build. See if we can get a pair of boots with 3 gem slots on it.
I hope that can help.
No, it doesn't help, man. They make me so mad with this. But we're gonna have to use this eventually. I'm changing my mind. I think we're gonna go with 2-piece of Banquet here since I didn't get 3 sockets on my Vithus boots. We'll have to come back to that.
You do the fighting, I'll do the forging.
All right, here we go. We'll take that. And we'll lose a bit of combat rating, but I want to keep the blue socket here. All right, so we at least are rocking with our 2-piece Banquet here. And I think we are all set up now. We're going to run a quick Elder Rift. There's definitely more to come. I'm going to be experimenting with some wizard builds. We've got to get some set pieces. I want to try out the new set. So yeah, definitely more to come on the wizard, but just want to do a quick Elder Rift here and see what this looks like in action. All right, let's see how this feels. It's actually a little bit weird after being on the Demon Hunter for so long, but yeah, I can tell I definitely miss my wizard. Alright, we got an elite pack up here. Yeah, I'm used to being so fast because I haven't been the Demon Hunter for like a crazy amount of time, but it's been about 6 weeks for me. Yo, why can't I get this thing? Oh, do I have it? Oh, I was standing in poison. Okay. Yeah, I've been Demon Hunter for about 6 weeks now, which is a long time for me. I was talking with one of the guys in the comments, and I swap like every 2 to 3 weeks. It's not a joke. It's not a game. Hey, we still take stuff down quick though. There you have it. First little preview of the wizard. We've got some grinding to do. Got to get some set pieces. What's also coming is I think I have decided that I'm going to replace my Echoing Shade with the Starfire Shard. We've been talking about that. So we're going to do that and do some testing on Starfire. We're going to be getting our Mother's Lament up to rank 10 once we do that too as well. So we'll do some testing there too. And then coming up with some wizard builds for you guys, PvP and PvE. Anyway, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for being in the comments on that last one and helping me decide. Quietly, under my breath, I did want to swap back to Wizard. I really like a Pain Clasp with it. And since the last time that I actually was playing Wizard, I added the Mother's Lament. I've added a decent amount of resonance from where I was last time. So definitely interested to see how it comes along this time around. But as always, like, comment, subscribe. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.